Hello everyone, I know I'm a little late on this. I cannot remember the last time that I didn't see a Marvel movie on opening night Thursday or even earlier than it's, but circumstances where I wanted to go see this with my family and we all weren't able to until today. So I finally seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I was able to keep everything spoiler free, so went into this not knowing anything. Thank goodness, because yeah, jeez. I'm just very, very excited to talk about this movie. So it comes in at 2 hours and 30 minutes long, directed and written by the man James Gunn. Very, very happy they were able to bring him back on for this movie. Of course, we have Chris Pratt, Bradley Cooper, Karen Gillian, Shakuti Woody makes his appearance as the High Evolutionary in this movie. So yes, without further ado, let me talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and give my review for it. So the IMDb synopsis of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is that still reeling from the loss of Gamora, Peter Quill rallies his team to defend the universe and one of their own, a mission that can mean the end of the Guardians if not successful. So I don't really want to say too much more about what this film is about for spoilers' sake, and I'm gonna try and keep this as spoiler-free as possible. If I do have to get into spoilers for it, I will go into it, but I'm pretty certain I can do this one without any spoilers. So yes, going forward with this review, man, I will right off the bat say that I enjoyed this movie. I'm pretty certain more than the next person, or I'm gonna hold it in higher regards than most people. I really love this movie, and I know a lot of people were worried about this one going into it just because of the track record that Marvel had. And I think looking down the line, again, too, lots of people are loving this, and I'm really glad that they are. But I feel like some people might claim that just because Marvel has really been slacking a lot in their TV shows, their movies, just a lot of things that they've been doing as of late. But no, this movie truly is just that freaking good and special in so many ways, and I feel like I should be getting more excited for it, but after walking out of the theater and just thinking about it, I am emotionally drained about this movie. It made me tear up and actually physically cry a lot during the movie. My partner and I were looking at each other a few times and just yeah, we were really feeling it. I knew that this one was going to be emotional, so when I was picking the theaters, I had the really comfy recliner seats, and actually too, this is my first time experiencing a movie with ScreenX, which is basically like a 270-degree screen, which was I'm glad that the whole movie wasn't completely stretched out to fit on the 270 degrees, but it was a really cool experience. I feel like still I would have just preferred this on a regular screen the entirety of the time, but that experience was really good. But yes, this movie does everything you'd expect a Guardians movie to do. Have incredible music, characters that you just absolutely fall in love with and root for and care so much, and again too, just really dive into the dynamics of this dysfunctional family and how much they love each other and how much they will do for each other. And really that's just what this movie is about, the Guardians taking care of each other. And again too, I will go into the main themes a little bit of this movie. Again too, they come into conflict with the Ravengers, they come into conflict with the High Evolutionary, they come into conflict with Adam Warlock, played by Will Poulter, making his MCU debut, and those are kind of the main drivers of this story. And it again too played out in ways that I wasn't expecting it to, and there's lots of flashbacks, and the main character of this movie is Rockets. He is the heart and soul and driving force of this movie, and they give him one of the most gut-wrenching, heartfelt, beautiful yet disturbing backstories that Marvel has ever done. It's just it is heartbreaking a lot of times. Again, too, it's very draining. It's very hard to sit through a lot of the times, and yeah, it's one of the reasons too why Shakuti Woody playing the High Evolutionary. I love this actor. I thought he was amazing in Peacemaker, and again too, he delivers one hell of a performance, and he's easily one of the best villains that Marvel has ever had in their movies. It's just that good of a performance, and I loved it so much. He's just vile and filthy and disgusting, and again too, just everything you truly hate him, and he's just terrible, but his performance is so sporadic and akin to elegant in a way that he does things, even though what he does is not elegant at all. It's really disturbing. And again, too, they don't shy away from the violence and the horrors within this movie. And I really, really like the fact that they did that. You see arms getting arms getting broken, things getting cut open, dissected, changed, mutated, incinerated. It's a really hard watch at a lot of points. And again, too, if you're someone who absolutely loves animals like my partner was, this is going to be a hard watch in a lot of ways. But again, too, it all comes together for just an amazing, beautiful ending that I will talk about in a little bit, of course. But yeah, without getting into spoilers, all the performances are really, really well done. Chris Pratt delivers a ton of emotion from start to finish. Gamora's back, and again, too, delivers an amazing performance. Palm as Mantis is really, really good. You have amazing moments from Dave Bautista that just feel so family-like and just again, just so heartfelt in a lot of ways. And yeah, it's just looking at the parallels from movies 1, 2, and 3 and seeing how they grew this family and grew each other is truly amazing. And again, too, I really want to call the Guardians the best family superhero team of all time. It's just so heartfelt and amazing, and there's just so many moments too that's by the end of this movie, and just again, to parallels with or conversations throughout the movies between Peter and Rockets, and when it comes to one of the conversations near the end of the movie, it's just so beautiful how they shaped this movie. Again, to part one can easily be described as all about Peter and his mother. Part two can be about Peter and his dad, and then this one, three, is all about the Guardians finding themselves and again to loving themselves, their own people, and of course their team, each other. It's beautiful the way that they're able to shape this, and it just made the ending hit so much harder in a lot of ways. And when it comes to the CGI, it's incredible. It's really, really well done. There's so many effects that are great. The action is amazing, and this movie does have one of my favorite fight sequences that Marvel has ever done. It's awesome. It's so good. It's basically everything that you love about Star Wars hallway fight scenes. It does so in a team effort within this movie. Kind of near the end, it's one of the final fight scenes, and it is incredible just seeing how well this team works together. And it's all, I mean, I don't know for sure if it was, but it looks like it is all done in one take. And again, it's just absolutely incredible. It's really, really well shot, directed, and scored. Again, to the score and the song choices that they do are absolutely amazing. Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine. Now I'm never going to be able to hear that song without crying and thinking about this movie. It is truly just amazing. It's really, really funny. It's really witty. It's written so well. There isn't really anything that I would take out of this movie except for Adam Warlock. I am not knocking Will Poitier's performance at all. I thought the idea of, again, to a child's essentially being Adam Warlock is a good idea, and him having to come to terms of his royalty, his powers, all that stuff was really well done and really well acted. I can see that royalty and the voice. He fits perfectly. He looks like and acts like Adam Warlock would. I just wish that we would have been able to see a lot more of, again, to his upbringing, again, to him coming to life, coming out of the cocoon, and also to I just found, and this is a little spoiler, so maybe skip like 30 seconds ahead. I found that they just made his character a little too goofy for my taste. Really underplayed him in terms of his powers and what we know he can do in the comics, especially to having him absent from Infinity War and whatnot. I was expecting an all-powerful Adam Warlock, and he is nothing on that level. I hope they don't do that going forward with his character. But moving again, I just feel like if they weren't going to make Adam Warlock like that, this wasn't the best first appearance for his character, and I wish that he would have been left out of this movie instead of, again, to he felt out of place a lot of times in this movie, and I wish that, again, too, they would have found a better start for his character going forward. But really everything else about this movie is just absolutely incredible. It's so special. It is my favorite Guardians film. I can easily say that. It just did so many good things for the characters, and it's just so many moments that, again, too, made me very emotional, very happy, very sad. I was laughing a lot, crying a lot. And Yeah, it's extremely well done, and a lot of people are saying best Marvel game since, or best Marvel movie since Endgame, easily. It's not even a question. It's the best one that they've done since then. Best one. It's so good. It is just so good, and I'm very tempted to go back to the theaters to watch this one. Definitely going to be buying it when it comes out, and really with everything taken together. Again, I know I'm going to like this movie a lot more than most people and hold it in higher regards when it comes to Marvel than most people, but I'm giving Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 a 9 out of 10. It's that special to me. I hold it near and dear. The stakes were so high and so personal, and I love it when movies and franchises are able to do that. And yeah, I just love these characters. It's amazing sequences. I think it really established these characters as amazing as they are. Chris Pratt's hilarious, amazing. Everyone just brought their best to this game. I'm so happy they were able to bring James Gunn back for one final go at a Marvel movie. It makes me all the more excited to see what he's going to be able to do with the DC franchise. Um, yeah, it's just that good. Please, when you get the chance, go see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 or get into the movies if you haven't yet. I do think, as of right now, I can say the Guardians trilogy is the best trilogy that Marvel has done so far. And yeah, it is truly just that good. So in the comments down below, please let me know what you thought about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. What your favorite part was, basically everything that you want to leave it down in the comments down below. Of course, if you like this review, definitely give it a thumbs up, and you can check out everything I do on this channel through my playlist down below, and I'll link some up top here for convenience sake. Thank you for subscribing and turn that little ringer on so you know when I upload new videos. If you want to check out the description of this video in my channel bio, there's a link to the Media Mountain, which is my Discord, where we talk about movies, video games, comic books, TV, pretty much everything that's awesome in this world. So you can definitely join that amazing community, help make it even more amazing than it is already. And yeah, just awesome, guys.